Hello everyone. Let's begin today's session. As you all know, DML stands for Data Manipulation Language, which is used to manipulate the records present in a table. So, as you already know, it is used to manipulate the records present in the table. It will not change the structure of the table. So there are three commands which are mainly used in DML. The commands are insert, update, and delete. Let's see the command one by one. So let's see the first command, insert. So insert is used to add new records into a table. Its syntax is insert into table name followed by the column name and then values and column values. So example, first we need to create a table along with its column name, data type, and then we have to insert the record one by one. So let's see the example. So first I'll drop the employee table which I have created already. Let's see. I'll check if employee table is already created or not. Okay, it's already there. I'll try to do. I'll try to drop the table. The entire table will be removed. So drop table employee. Why I'm doing this is to explain in a detail from starting. So here, see, you can see um, table employee dropped. So if you again ask to describe the employee, it will show error. See, object employee does not exist. So we need to create employee table now, and then let's start inserting the record. I'll create a table, create table employee, and then we need to give the column a detail. So first let's write employee ID. Its data type is number, and then let's write employee name, and its data type is varchar. We'll give the number of character as a 20, and I'll give here varchar 2, and then amp and write salary, and its data type is number. Okay, fine. So I'll select the statement and execute it. So you can see table employee created, and if you ask to describe the table, it will show you the name and its a data type here. Okay, now let's start inserting one by one. I'll just remove this syntax, or I'll just write it here only. I'll write here So in order to insert a table, see, you need to insert like this. You need to write insert. This is insert records into employee table, and the syntax is insert into table name, column name, values, and column value. So I'll write insert into table name is employee, table name is employee. You need to write the column name is emp underscore id, comma emp underscore name, comma emp underscore salary. Okay, and then you need to write values, and then you need to write the column values. So employee id I'll write 101, and employee name I'll give as Radha, and salary I'll give as 30,000. Okay, now I'll select this statement. I'll select this insert statement and execute the query, and you can see here one row got inserted. And if you want to display, if you want the data to get displayed, you need to write select star from employee table. If you select this and execute, you can see here 101, employee id is 101, employee name Radha, employee salary 30,000. So whatever we have inserted here, it's been added into the table. Okay, so this is how we insert a table. And let's see. So what we have done is inserting values with column name. And if you want to do without column name, if you don't want to write this column name, then also this will work. I'll just give 102, and here I'll give Sita, and I'll give here 31,000. And if I select this and execute, one row got inserted. If I select this one, see, we can see the record got inserted here. So we can do this along with the column name or also without the column name. But the best one is to insert the records with column name. Okay, now let's see how to insert the record with partial record. Okay, so let's see how to insert partial record. So instead of all these three information like employee ID, employee name, and its salary, let's see if we can try to insert only one details or two details. So let's try to insert. Um, I'll remove the employee ID here. So without employee ID, I'll try to insert. Let's see whether it works or not. The name what I can give is maybe Anu I'll give, and salary I will enter as 33 or 32,000, and I'll select the statement and execute the query. Okay, so see it gives error because if in case we try to insert the partial record, we need to enter the column name here, column details. So it should know Anu is employee ID or which one. In case if we are entering all three values, all column values, then without column name also it will work. But in case if you are entering the partial records, then the column information is must. So I'll write the column details here. So Anu, here what I'm going to enter is employee name, and next here 32,000 what I'm going to enter is salary. So I'll enter employee salary. Now if I try to insert, if I try to insert in the record, I can see here one row got, I can see here one row got inserted. Now I'll see the data in the table. So if I want to display the data, see here, since I have not given employee ID, by default it has taken null value here. And whatever information I've given, so like I have given a new name and 32,000 as salary. So only those information as taken here. And since I've not entered employee ID null here, it's taken as null. Okay. So we have finished with inserting record with column name, uh, without a column details, and now entering, um, inserting the record partially. So three types we have seen. Now let's see how to insert multiple records. Okay, instead of entering um, one each row individually, let's see how to enter multiple rows at one shot. So for that you need to write insert all, and then here you need to write um, you need to write the table name, employee, employee, before employee it will come into employee, and then you need to write values. So values, and give 103, and I'll give name as Sita, and I'll enter employee salary as 34,000. See, I've tried to insert a few rows here. So in order to insert multiple rows into a table, the syntax is insert all into employee values, and then the whichever values you want to give, you need to enter here, followed by select star from dual. I'll select the statement and I'll execute it, and we can see 5 rows inserted. And if you want uh, to display the records from the table, you need to write select star from employee. See, you can see the record got inserted in the table. So total there are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 records in the table. So this is how we can insert multiple rows at one shot. Okay, fine. Now let's see. Okay, now let's see how to copy the records from one table to another table. So here let's see, we are going to copy a record table to employee copy table. So for that I need to create one table here. So let me create one employee copy table here. So create table name is employee copy, and I'll write the column details here. So column is ID and its data type is number, and second one is the name and its data type is um, varchar2, and maximum character it can accept is 20, and write here salary, and its data type is number. Okay, so I'll select statement and I'll execute it. What error is this? Okay, fine. Maybe I think the employee copy table is already created. So first I need to drop it and try to drop that table here. So first I'll drop it. Okay, here you can see table employee copy dropped. Now I'll create the employee table here. Select the statement, execute it, and you can see employee table employee copy created. So now let's try to copy all the records from employee table to employee copy. Okay, so the syntax is insert into the table name, and here select start from employee. So here in order to insert a single row, syntax is insert into employee values you have to write. So in order to copy from one table to another, same insert into table name comes followed by select star from the table name. Okay, fine. I'll write here insert into the table name is employee copy, and then select star from employee. So you need to, this means you are selecting all the records from the employee table and you are inserting into employee copy table. Okay, let's run this command and we can see 8 rows inserted. So in order to display the records from the table employee copy emp copy, I'm writing select star from emp underscore copy. So I'm just selecting and executing. So it shows all the records whichever we have inserted earlier in employee got copied into employee copy table. Okay, good. So now I've explained everything about insert command. Now let's see about update command. So you all know update command is used to modify the existing data in a table. So you are going to change the data in a table. You're not going to insert a new data which is done by insert command. Here you are just going to modify or update the record. Now let's see how to update one specific row. So for this you need to write update keyword here in order to update. For insert you will write insert command. Here update followed by the table name, and then you need to write set keyword, and then you need to write the column and its value, and where followed by where clause where employee id is equal to 101. So condition, this is a condition you need to give in order to update the record. So let's um, let's try with the example. Okay, let's see how to do update. So in order to update the record, you all know the first row is 101 ID, and second, why not second? The first row has ID 101, name as Radha, and salary as 30,000. Okay, so let's try to update the first row here. So for that, in order to update, I need to write the update keyword here and followed by the table name update employee, and you need to write set, and you need to write uh, the along with its value, whatever you want to update. So I'll write here to change the name from Radha to um, Rita. I'll write, okay. So I'll write so set employee name is equal to Rita, and give Rita, and we need to write the where condition, where employee ID is equal to 101. Let's execute this command and see if it works. Okay, so it shows here one row updated. Now let's check using select star from employee, and you run the statement. You can see it got changed from Radha to Rita. Okay, so this is the syntax to update one single row. Now let's check how to update multiple column. Multiple column in a sense we can update more than one column. So let's see how to update um, salary as well as name. Okay, so for that I'll just copy the same command here, and I'll change where okay, I'll change the row where ID is equal to 101, employee name as give us a Ritu, comma EMP salary. So salary I'll give as 30 38,000 I'll give. Let's see. Okay, if whether the Rita gets changed to Ritu and salary 30,000 gets changed to 38,000. I'll run I'll run the command now. So it shows one row updated. I'll try to display the records from the table. Okay, see, you can see the name got changed here Ritu, and salary got updated to 38,000. Okay, now let's see how to update multiple row using single statement. So multiple row, for that I'll just see multiple row in the sense maybe whatever salary 35,000 it has, I want to change that salary to 40,000. So, so now we are trying to update multiple rows using a single statement. For that, let's see, uh, whichever record has 35,000, I want that record or rows salary to get updated to 40,000. So for that, the syntax is update employee, set employee salary to 40,000, where employee salary is equal to 35,000. So the condition what I'm giving is employee salary is 35,000. Okay. Now I'll select this statement and execute here. We can see four rows updated. That means four records got updated here. So that is why this is called as multiple row updation. And in order to display the record from the employee table, see, whichever salary was 35,000, it got updated to 40,000. Okay, so we have done with multiple row using single statement, and we have done updating one specific row and updating one multiple column also. Now let's move on to delete command. As you all know, delete command is used to remove the records from the table, but the table structure remains the same, which means no, which means the column name or table name and the column data type still remains in the table. And in order to delete a specific record or specific row, you need to give where condition here. So instead of deleting the whole record, only specific record will get deleted. Okay, so first let's see how to delete a specific record. So in order to delete a specific record from the employee table, you can write, okay, you need to give a where condition like id is equal to 101. So this statement will delete only the record which has id 101. Delete from table where id is equal to 101. So here the column name of the id is emp underscore id. So in order to delete a specific column, you need to write delete from employee where employee underscore id is equal to 101. So let's select the statement and I'll execute. You can see one row got deleted, and if you want to check the record in a table, select star from employee, and here see you can see the first record, that is the id with 101 is not available here, so it got deleted. So this is how you can delete a one specific record from a table. And in order, if you want to delete all the records from the table, you can write delete from employee. So if you execute this statement, then the complete record will get deleted. See, all seven rows got deleted, but if you write describe employee, execute this one, we will be able to see the table details here, name and its data type. So the column name here and the data type here. That's why delete command will delete only the records and not the table structure. Okay, and let's see about truncate. So here both delete and truncate will remove the records from the table, but there is one difference is in delete you can use where condition to delete one specific record, but in truncate you cannot use where condition to delete one specific record. Here you can only remove complete record from the employee, and the syntax is truncate employee. So this will remove the complete record from the table. Okay, and for both the command, the table structure also remains the same. So as I told you, the only difference is in truncate we cannot delete the specific records using where clause. Okay. So I have explained about insert, update, delete, and also truncate in this video. I hope the video is useful to you, and thank you so much for watching. And if you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to the